You know, sometimes like negativity is always so available for people to consume it, to absorb it and live in it and be addicted to it. Like be addicted into that cycle. Like it's so easy. It's so easy.
These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take
What is up, fam bam? What is up, fam bam? What is up? Do you guys like my hair? I don't, but it is what it is. It is what it is. How are you guys doing? I have been watching some of my videos and sometimes I'm too close to the mic, sometimes I'm too far away, sometimes the mic is sliding under, sometimes I'm clearing my throat 700 times and it sounds so weird. First of all, I just want to apologize again, but I also don't want to apologize because I keep apologizing for not being... I promised you guys an episode last week and it wasn't able to happen because of my depression. Oh my gosh, I am not a curly girl, okay? Like, I look so weird with this shit. I look like a fucking 80s grandma. I don't know what they would look like, actually, to be honest with you, because I don't know any. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing so good, so fine. Everything is going so good. I, for once and last, I just want to talk about this again. I feel like you guys are so tired of it, but I drank so much coffee today, and my teeth is yellow. Look at it. If you're on the audio, hop on YouTube too. Subscribe, like, share, do what you do. Do what you do with it. Okay, anyways, let me collect myself. Sometimes I talk too fast. That's something I realized too. But yeah, that's me. I should probably tone it down a little bit. I want to talk about hate. I want to talk about inner hate that we conduct it within ourselves. This is going to be a little serious. I'm sorry, I'm a little jokey today, but this is a little serious, you guys. This is just a muddy, toxic, disgusting situation. As you guys know, I have a neighbor, a lovely one, who I feel I'm so honored because she keeps dumping her trash right next to my door. A couple weeks ago, it was the salad that she literally put right in front of my house, and I didn't see anything. I put it in the trash like the adult I am. Okay, like the adult I am. I put it in my own trash. I put it outside for the valet guy to take it. You know what's so crazy? I thought about that in so many scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like, that does nothing for you. Literally, that does nothing for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that salad she could have given that salad to a homeless person, and she could have been full of abundance, full of life, full of everything, baby. Okay? Do good will come to you. Okay? That's how it works. Maybe not sometimes, but sometimes it does work that way. Like, I feel like good shit comes to you, but like at least minimize creating enemies. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I just want to talk about this. You know, that was a couple weeks ago. I didn't say anything to her. You know what's so crazy too? Like a couple months back, she was out here congregating. Is that how you say it? Congregating with the other neighbors. And she was talking about how I'm a felon. She's literally putting all this gossip into these people, and she's so fucking loud. Literally, the other end of the people of the apartment can literally fucking hear her. That's how loud she talks. Okay, and I was like, why would you say something like that? But also, there has been so many situations with this lady that I feel like she's trying to get into their good grace, but they don't know how crazy she is. I know. That's literally why I avoid her. Like, they don't know how many times the cops have been here. Like, whatever. Anyways, And then a couple days ago, she put a fucking carton. I'm saying it like in my language, but like she put a fucking like a box, an empty box right next to my door. And she has a chair, she has her trash. Like, it's just, I don't know how a person could literally be a walking garbage. I'm sorry. Shout out to her and her family. But it's just been like rubbing me the wrong way. Like, you know, sometimes like people give off the wrong vibe, like for no goddamn reason. I swear, like literally for no goddamn reason. You have no reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm venting too much about this, but I hope this is the last time, because I got so tired of her. I got so tired of even communicating this shit. So at this point, I'm just like, if they charge me $25, I'll just fucking pay it, because I would avoid any cost, any kind of communication with her. Okay. And it's so sad. And it was just eating me, like, not in a bad way, but like it was eating me as in, like, you know how sometimes like people will do some fucked up shit like this. It's not that fucked up, but like it starts off this way and you don't know where it's gonna lead. I personally know where it's gonna lead. Anybody who does this kind of thing to literally have no reason to fuck up somebody's life will literally fuck themselves up. You know what I'm saying? They have the method, they have the like, they know the way to fuck themselves. Oh, by the way, that's why I don't believe in revenge. I don't believe in doing any harm to people. Like, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Okay, don't fucking do it. Be a nice person. Be a fucking adult. Okay, be an adult. Be such an adult that people could be like, wow, look at her, look at him. Okay, they're gonna be like, look at them. I need to be like them. I need to stop my childish behavior. Yes, baby, I said behavior. I sound like a southern lady. Okay, but anyways, you get what I'm saying? Be a nice person. Literally be a fucking nice person, dude. Like, be a nice person. You know, I always say this, like, there are so many people, like, I swear to God, one day it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be successful AF. And there's like so many people that have been literally so fucking kind to me that I will forever remember, and literally pay them or have them part of my life, have them be part of my life, part of my business, part of everything, part of it. I don't know what that was, but anyways, you get what I'm saying. Like, there's literally list of people that I've met that they don't even know how wonderful they are. You know what I'm saying? And it amazes me. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when I want to talk about hate, I've been literally, my brain has been working nonstop. I'm just like, how does a person literally wakes up every day to be such a fucking toxic person? Like, how do you wake up on a daily basis and be like, oh, today I'm gonna be such a fucked up person and fuck another person's life? Somebody who's at peace, somebody who's literally at peace will never go out of their way to fuck your life up, okay? Or even try to do anything that's malicious, that's ugly, that's disgusting, okay? Because they are ugly within themselves. Like, imagine if I'm thinking these things, if I'm literally like, it wasn't bad things that I was thinking about. I'm just like, how does a person even go out of their way to do this? And I usually don't even like going into that loop of like, why does a person does this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not a confrontational person. I would rather just figure it out. Like, sometimes, to be honest with you, I know people better than they know themselves, but I should probably not even do that, because they're not my fucking business. I'm not their fucking therapist, okay, to be resolving their fucking issues. But it was just amazing me, like, how, and it does fuck you up, like, when you do that, even if you're not talking in a negative way, but you're just like, how does a person go out of their way to do these things? La 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 la. It does something to you, because you're just like, I don't even want to fucking think about this shit. Like, I literally don't even want to fucking think about this shit. You know how many times I literally meditated and I was just like, I'm sending peace, I'm sending love to this woman, because she needs it so much. And majority of the time I laugh at this shit because it's just so silly to me. Like, I think, and sometimes I even thank her. Like, there's a lot of people that I've met the past 2 years that I'm just looking back and I'm just like, I'm so grateful for these people, because listen, they have taught me something I wanted to, like, a character that I've been wanting to obtain, which is like, I didn't want to be so naive, and like, and also like, stop seeing something that doesn't exist within people. Like, you know how sometimes you want to see the good in people, but it's not there, unfortunately. Like, I know it sucks, but like, it's not there. If it's not there, it's not there. Like, if they're just at 70 years old, if you're still acting like a child, I'm sorry, but like, there's no hope for you. I want to believe that there is hope for you, but like, there is no hope for you at that point, because you have managed to create, not just to create. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna pipe it down, because it's frustrating sometimes, but also see what it does to me. And I'm not this kind of person, but I also don't talk to people this way, because I'm just like, you're right, yeah, you're right, bye, okay, bye. I'm just that kind of person. I don't engage with people that much. I'm just like, you're right, baby, because I get so tired. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm meeting genuine people, and you just wait a couple days and they're I don't understand, like, how adults can be so petty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I feel like it took me some time to like practice this trait, like, to not be petty and to choose the highest of the highest of the highest of the highest road, baby. Because there is a level of peace that I don't think you've ever felt when you behave that way. Like, there is just a level of peace, unbotherness that reaches whatever, you get what I'm saying. But all in all, like, I was trying to get at something, now I forgot, but like, it just, like I said, it just always amazes me how people practice a certain trait, but at the same time, the way my fucking brain works, I'm still understanding, because, you know, sometimes like negativity is always so available for people to consume it, to absorb it and live in it and be addicted to it, like, be addicted into that cycle. Like, it's so easy positivity, like real positivity, and aligning yourself with like matureness, high wisdom. Like, it's so hard. It's so fucking hard. Okay, believe me, I know. Okay, and at the same time, I get it, because listen, there is like, I swear to God, it makes you want more and more and more. Like, whenever you're into this negative cycle, it makes you want more of it. Like, it makes you repeat that cycle over and over again. It's so hard to break that cycle. It's so hard to break it, because you have been addicted. You have been practicing a trait and negativity for so long that you don't even recognize that it's negative. Some people don't even know that they're negative. They think it's normal to behave in a petty way, to behave in a childish way. They think it's so normal. It's like, it has become their like their second nature, second behavior, whatever, you get what I'm saying, second nature. It's just normal. They act it out. Like, this is why sometimes, like, I just choose not to engage, because if I engage, who fucking knows, this lady might come into my house with a fucking hammer and break my skull. You know what I'm saying? You're probably like, oh, you're over exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, because people like this, they don't just maintain it. It's like, it always elevates. Like, it's just like, oh, boom, boom, boom. It's like, you grow within the negativity. It becomes a tree. It's like, if you don't cut the fucking negative trait, and it's like, I want to give you a great example, because you have to step back and just be like, you know, even though you've been practicing it for so long, like, for me, I'm also negative in a certain way, which is like this mental hamster thing that I make myself go into. Like, why does a person behave this way? But I also, like, I don't want to literally give an ounce of fuck. Okay, I don't want to give an ounce of fuck. I don't want to care. Okay, but it's just like, I've also been trying to practice that, like, for myself, and it's hard, but like, me knowing me, I know how to break that cycle, and it usually doesn't last that long. Like, I don't even think about her, because, you know, the end, after thinking about this, I'm starting so many things, but it's like, what it sounds like to me is like a person complaining constantly. Like, I hate those people. I'm sorry if you've ever been my friend, but I've always low-key just, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But at the same time, I want to listen to you. But I literally hate that shit. Like, I hate when people just repeat the same thing. And that's how I hear it in my head. I'm just like, I'm so tired of this fucking goddamn story. Like, you know how we have like our higher self and us, like sometimes I'm just like, I'm so tired of hearing this shit. Like, we have to stop. You have to stop. And the one thing, especially this year and last year is when I learned it, is never betray yourself. Never go against yourself. Never ever go against yourself. When I say this, I mean, you know, whenever you get into an argument, whenever you try to attempt a petty action towards someone, your inner self will literally fucking tell you to fucking stop. But you go ahead and do it for the other person that doesn't pay your bill, that literally isn't there to resolve your issues, that is not emotionally supportive, just to do something fucked up. But your inner self, you ignore your inner self and you do some fucked up shit to somebody else. Later on, guess who's stuck with the thought of you're battling with yourself? At that point, you have became a prisoner in your own brain. Not just in your own brain, you became your own enemy. Like, if you can't even be your own goddamn friend, you are fucked, dude. You are fucked. If you let yourself down by going against yourself, you are fucked. So that's where we're at right now. I'm just like, I need to listen to myself, ignore this shit, because yeah, it has just been going on for so long that I'm just like, ugh. Like, I'm so tired of this. I'm just exhausted, baby. I'm just exhausted as fuck. So yeah, and that's what I mean. If you are around somebody hateful today, leave them. No, I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want to do. Be around them. But sometimes, like, you don't even realize. Like, sometimes it might be you that's just a negative person. But sometimes it becomes a second nature. It becomes a second behavior. So I think that's what I was trying to say. But like, yeah, whatever. It becomes a second nature that you don't even realize it. So I don't know, baby. My mind was a little scattered, and the information I was trying to spread was a little scattered, but I hope you were able to put it together like a puzzle and do what you do with this information. Okay? I hope you keep it in the back of your mind. I hope to God you just, today is your first day of letting shit go. And I also want to give you another example of let it go. Let it go. If you're in like some kind of battle with someone, let it go. Like, if you sit down, I was about to say sit the fuck down. If you sit down and literally analyze, I don't know. You see, sometimes I'm just like, even when I'm thinking this way, is it negative, or am I just like analyzing it enough until I understand it? But sometimes the brain also gets tired of certain topic that it has been over analyzed and just like, okay, let's move on, baby. So I don't know how that it could be, but I just want to tell you, like, you know, sometimes like you get so like obsessed over something, like, you know, it might be something petty. Like, I know this is just, I shouldn't even be talking about this. This isn't even my kind of topic to even discuss with anybody. I would never tell this to anybody, but I just felt like I needed to vent it out, get it out of my system, and move forward, baby. Tomorrow or Tuesday, one of these days is a new moon, so let's start new moon fresh. Okay. I just want to tell you, like, there's so many petty things that we also don't discuss with people. Like, you know, your sister could have taken your socks, or like somebody parked at the parking spot. This is so silly to me. Like, I know somebody could listen to this and be like, you're so silly. Like, the fact that you're even entertaining this. I know I am silly with that. But anyways, you know, it's just, there's like so many things. Like, I play this game and we were in a chat and somebody was like, somebody took my parking spot or some shit like that, and I'm just like, are you serious right now? I didn't say that to them because I also want to give people that space to just vent, even though sometimes I get tired of just repetitive shit. But anyways, whatever it is, honestly, find it within yourself to just let it go right now, baby. Let it go. The person that did you wrong, literally right now, send them peace and love. Literally send them peace and love, because they need it. They need it. You don't need to be disturbed because somebody else was so disturbed and wanted to disturb other people. Like, you do not need to intake that energy in. Let it go. Let it go. Literally, the best medicine in life is to literally fucking let it go. As much as you want to hold on to it, analyze it, think it does nothing for you. I mean, it does nothing for them but hurt you more. Like, literally, just overthinking it does nothing. And that's their goal too. They made you miserable, so they managed to fuck your life up. They managed to make you feel the way they feel. Now they feel like they're not alone. They feel like they're not crazy. When they make people feel this way, they feel like, okay, now I'm not the only one. But like, now you're like two cuckoo heads, two cocacos, locos, crazy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't listen to your inner self. Listen to yourself. Don't go against yourself, baby. Okay? I just want to spread some good love right now. Today's Sunday, right? I sound like I'm doing a Sunday with Sunday service. I forgot what the fuck it was. That's why. But yeah. Cheers, baby. Send everybody that did you wrong. What is that? Send everybody that did you wrong peace and love, baby. All right. I feel like there was just more that I wanted to dive into this because yeah, I mean, all in all, I just wanted to let you know that anybody who manages to try to fuck you up will fuck themselves up. I promise you. You may not think they will, but like, at some point it's bound to happen. It's literally bound to fucking happen, and they're gonna do it to themselves. And let them practice. I know this sounds fucked up, but like, let them practice the negative trait, and you become the wise person in the situation. And just, there's gonna be somebody who literally will fuck them in the face, who will punch them in the face, you know. I hope that doesn't happen, obviously, and I hope that's not going to be you. It's going to be somebody with a short temper, somebody who matches their energy heavily. Okay, somebody who literally resonates with this person, who is like literally their fucking identical doppelganger, that will literally come across them and it's just like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be battling with that person. And hopefully then they will learn. But you're not a teacher. Don't become a teacher to people. Just live your fucking own life. Literally, we're not even, we need to teach ourselves whatever. We need to be learning about what's going on with it than to be, you know, teaching a negative person the way to positive light. Don't. Okay, take it from me. I used to play Jesus. My friends used to call me stop playing Jesus. Okay, take it from me. People will not learn from you. Okay, and let me tell you something also. A person who has been practicing negative trait for so long, and you come in today and tell them a little few, oh, Jesus loves you, this and that. You really think, I know you probably think that's gonna work on them. It's not. I just want to tell you that it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Let me tell you why. From a logical point of view, it's not gonna work because that little advice, it's only gonna work while you guys are still together. When they go home, they're gonna be with themselves. Who is themselves? The same person they've been practicing those negative traits. That's who they are. They're not the person that you told. And also, like, don't you have honestly, don't do it. Don't do it. Protect your energy, protect yourself. You do not need to be shouting positivity in people's throats day and night. Okay, let them find it themselves. The reason you're also able to be positive, it's because you went through what you needed to go through to understand that you do not need to be the light to people. Save your energy. I know some of you probably be frustrated at me, because if you told me this kind of shit years ago, I would have been like, shut the fuck up, lady. I would have told you that. But now that I've learned, that's kind of how I became so fucking naive to people's, like, and delusional when, you know, I was like, no, I can change this person. I was also this fucking motivator, motivational advocating person where I just wanted to shove it down their throat, baby. I wanted to shove positivity down people's throat. It doesn't work. It only works for a brief amount of time, and maybe there's like one person, two person that you may touch and that may move them. But I do want to say though, with all your interactions, be positive and be an adult with people, because at some point, it may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but like a year from now, even 10 years later, whatever you told them may ring in their head, because they have learned, they have thought about it, learned it, practiced it, and then they'll be like, man, yeah, like, but also they're probably going to think about it for like 2 minutes and that's it. You're literally irrelevant. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Okay. Also, do what you want to do. Don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. Okay. Listen to yourself. Okay. It's the same thing. We listen to so many things on YouTube, on here, TikTok, this and that. How many of it do we retain? I'm sure you have so many videos saved up for how to start a business, how to do great makeup, how to become an entrepreneur, how to fix a car. How many of them have you done? How many of them have you done? How many of those videos that are saved in your phone have you actually done it because you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that? Like so many. Okay, I just want to say that. So save your energy, do what you want to do with your life, do what is best for you. I'm all for this, like, be a service to people, be blah, 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 but people are people at the end of the day. They're bound to fuck you up. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but like, I've seen it the hard way. They will fuck you over. Okay, I'm sorry, baby. Maybe it's just me. I've just had so many fucked up friendships, and I've learned it from my own parents, baby. But that's kind of how I see it. If they're fucked up, then everybody might be fucked up. So that's that. I just wanted to say that. And also, I know this is like a weird transition, but I deleted I should probably get like my light because it's getting a little dark in here. But I just want to say, I deleted my TikTok. No. I deleted my Instagram because baby, I was getting so tired of social, especially Instagram. Ugh. I don't even know who uses it anymore because it's such a cringy ass app, and at this point it's becoming like Facebook. So so I deleted it and I'm starting all over again. So everything is gonna be in the description down below. Follow it if you want to. If you don't do what you do with what you do. I probably should go get the light. So, borrow me un momento, por favor. Grazie mille. It's you and I. Baby, we are back in the stadium, in the football stadium. With the lights, baby. Beaming, let us beaming. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I know, my voice is so beautiful. Eh? Thank you so much. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, Instagram. Okay, so I started a new one. So if you want to follow it. I also had my TikTok private. This was another like toxic energy that I was just like, I think I talked about this. It's the Habesha community, and their fucking mouth is loud, is nasty. Shout out to them and their family, though. I do wish them the peace and the love that they need. I don't know, whatever. I do wish them peace and love because they need it so much. Honestly, on there they do. I'm getting tired of like blocking people at this point because every time that I see it's, I'm starting so many topics, but it makes me so sad that there aren't like many Ethiopian. Oh my gosh, I put makeup on and I was just about to just brush off my eyes. But it makes me sad that there aren't enough Ethiopian artists. Okay. I put mascara on, and yeah, it's not even that much. It's not even that much, baby. My face is getting so much clearer though, because I have not, well, I'm still eating kind of junk, but I'm also not. I have some like little things. It was so bad. And then this, I don't have any foundation on, but look at this, baby. There was like, yeah, there is this, and then there's little pieces here, and it's getting a little clearer here. It's getting so much. I'm getting a double chin. Shout out to me and my family. My neck is getting a little darker because I'm getting a little heavier, but we love it. You cannot pay me enough to hate myself, baby, because I'm my own best friend. Okay, anyways, I don't even want to talk about TikTok Habesha people anymore, to be honest. They're just another people that I don't want to entertain. There was something that I wanted to mention. Oh, TikTok. So anyways, I locked it up because, these comments, I swear to God, like, they make you want to commit suicide. Like, they're just so fucking nasty on there. And it be your own people, bro. It be your own people that treat you like this. They're nasty. They're disgusting. They're soulless. And I want to talk about how, like, they put Jesus's, Mary's pictures, all these biblical people that they don't even know what they look like. They have all these images that they even praise to, that you're not even supposed to be fucking doing based on the Bible. You're not supposed to pray to a picture, to a sculpture. You get what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be doing that. And then there's the neck. They wear this neck heart. What is it? Cross. Why are you even walking around with Jesus's pain on your throat? Like, it's so fucking bizarre, honest to God. Like, shout out to you and your family. It's not me hating on your religion, but it's like, if your religion is teaching you to hate on people, something is not right in there. Like I said, I'm not a religious person, but aim to be a good person, not for people, for yourself, for your own mental peace, for your own mental pace. Alright, do it for your own mental peace. But like, I hate when religious people always come at people with this, you're doing things wrong, you're going to hell, you're going to suffer in hell, God is gonna put you in hell. I don't understand. I'm sorry for speaking like that. Some of your ears are probably gonna be, some of your ears are gonna be fucked up, but I'm sorry. I love you so much. That's for your ear, baby. It's just so bizarre. Like, if I wonder if, like, people question it. Maybe it's because I've been so many religions that I'm able to see things from a very different perspective. But also, I will admit, like, when I used to be Christian Orthodox, I used to be like these people. I used to be so judgmental. I remember coming across this atheist man, and I was just, like, so surprised this one time. Like, I was in Houston. I was like, I don't know how old I was, but I was just like, oh my God, this man is going against God. He doesn't believe in God. I was trying to give him the word of God, trying to bring him back to his place. But it's so disrespectful to even do that. I'm so sorry, but like, isn't that like against the religious, I don't know, being on the Bible? It's not right? Like, to push down your belief system on others. But also, like, if you really go, this isn't a religious topic, but like, if you really go with the Bible, there's just something, like, there's like so many things that just don't even make any sense. And baby, they'll ride it to the end. They're willing to ride it even if it's not true. Again, shout out to you and your family. I hope these people are not gonna come over here on YouTube and my page. It's just very interesting, like, how people don't even question their own religion. Like, it's so wild. That's why I think it's good for you to, like, broaden your perspective. learn about other religions without judgment, just to learn. Like, I remember I was in a debate with people on TikTok a couple months down. Like, it was a while back. And to be honest with you, like, shout out to you and your family. Your belief system is your belief system, but like the whole Mary Joseph thing is just like, it's just not adding up to me. Okay, so I was kind of like, we were going through that, and I was just like, talking about that, and this guy, I swear to God, he was so heated. But the thing is, he was so defensive. He was on the verge of losing his fucking goddamn shit. Okay. And the funny thing is, I used to also be like that. And you know why? Because I didn't even believe my own belief. I was also like, I always used to ride other people's opinion about my belief system. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I used to always believe what other people told me. And that's why I used to have problem believing it, because if your belief system is so strong, is so rooted, you would be educating other people. You would never get defensive over it. If you believe something to the root of it, not the surface, you would be explaining it to people calmly, because you understand it. You've understood the whole entire process of the whatever this religion, whatever it is, whatever religion you are. When you get defensive, it's because you don't even believe your own belief system. It's something that people have told you, and you feel the need that you have to like defend them or some shit like that. But also, like, this is like another thing where it has been pushed down to people from generation to generation, and people feel like they don't want to be alone. They want to be in groups. They don't want to be left out, which is why I also feel like it's always like people who who don't have their own belief system that feel like they want to be a part of something, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just so sad because people, like, I wanted to give you a good example, but it's like, today, like, America could start doing something and the whole entire world is like, no, we have to be a part of that too. We have to. And then, American people will start doing whatever they want to do. And then it's like the rest of the world is like, oh, but America is racist. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just all this thing. Like, you don't have to be a part of everything. Like, shut up sometimes. Okay? Shut up and create your own fucking shit. And that's the thing. I don't understand it because I don't understand it. It's weird. But yeah. But also I wanted to say something with this religion thing. Honestly, question your belief system and ask yourself, like, am I just like following the mass? Am I just becoming a sheep with the rest of the society, or am I believing my own belief system? Like, what do you believe in? What do you believe is right? Like, to me, honestly, it's being a good person. But being a good person isn't for other people. It's for yourself. When you become a good person, you have something good to think about later on, because the present moment is what we'll think about later on, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but what you do now is what you'll be thinking about later on. So when you look from your future to now, make your future self proud and give your future self much more peace than now. Even though you're peaceful now, like, you can never be more peaceful. There's just more. You could just keep maintaining it, but it's just gonna be more peaceful. You know what I'm saying? But like, you do some fucked up shit to people and hide behind your religion, it's still gonna fuck you up. And this is why I also don't believe in hell, because hell is what you have done. You suffer in your own brain. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you literally have created this fire. Like, it's like hell is like this fiery place, but it's not like that. Like, heaven is like this, the gates, it's cloudy, it's up in the sky, Jesus is walking in with a white robe, with a I don't know what that thing called, but like with a wood stick thing, and he's coming like with his hair, come here my child. It's not like that, but if you believe it, if you believe it, shout out to you and your family. But it's not like that. I feel like it's a metaphor that was used. It's more so your thought. That's how I see it. See it how you see it. But if you're a religious person, don't come for me, because I used to be so fucking religious. I used to be so fucking into Jesus, this and that, and I started questioning a lot of things. Like, but anyways, that's just my story. And also, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe that you, whether you're religious or not, if you do some fucked up stuff to people, even thinking about it will put you in your own hell. Everybody has their own vision of how God looks, or on how hell, heaven looks, on how good, bad looks. You're going to be placed, and you become a prisoner in your own brain. You suffer your own thoughts. You suffer your own thoughts. That's exactly what I was trying to get at. You suffer your own thoughts, and now you're in hell and you can't get out of it because you have managed to fuck things up. But also, this is like the religious people, how religious people look at it, mainly Christian, because there are some religions that I agree with partially. Like, if I was ever religious, I would probably become Muslim, because that's probably the most beautiful religion I've seen. But they also have their little side, what do you call it, hole. There's a hole and it's leaking out of it. But shout out to you and your family. But Christianity is just, maybe it's the way it was presented to people. But yeah, that's just my take. Be a good person for yourself. Like, literally stop yourself whenever you are even having malicious thoughts about other people, whenever you're having nasty thoughts about other people. It's not even about doing it. It's just, it starts from thinking about it. Don't even think about it. Practice not thinking about it, and you won't even have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to control yourself. I know this, I don't like to give this example, but like, create scenarios where, like, you're gonna come across difficult people in your life, and you're gonna want to defend yourself, pump up your chest, say this and that, but like, pipe it down. Okay, pipe it down. Think about it a couple times and think to yourself, is it even worth me saying anything to them? Or if I shut up, will they fuck themselves up? The answer is, they will probably 1000% fuck themselves up. Let them do it themselves. You don't need to be assisting them. They don't even need your assistance. Okay, I promise you, they don't need your assistance. People who are fucked up can manage fucking themselves up. You trying to add to it, they won't even hear it. In fact, if you just shut up and be silent, if you don't say anything, they have something to go home and think about it. Maybe that could help them. Hopefully it does. They can think about it. One of my favorite quotes I almost live by is, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. Never interrupt somebody when they're telling you about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. So if they're telling you about themselves, everybody who literally comes at you in this aggressive manner and in this nasty manner, they're telling you about themselves. But sometimes, as humans who have not spent, most people don't spend enough time with themselves because they're scared of their own thoughts, because they'll put themselves in hell. I'm just kidding. If you have bad thoughts and you're scared to be alone, if you don't even like your own presence, I'm sorry, there's just something wrong there. Okay, spend time with yourself, know yourself, find your own weaknesses, find your own, I sound like a fucking pastor, dude. Find your own weaknesses. Find your own weaknesses, and nobody could ever fucking hurt you. Literally, find what makes you cry, find what makes you happy, find literally your entire weaknesses. Nobody could ever use that against you. Never, ever, ever. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I was trying to say something. It literally slipped out of my head. If you don't spend enough time with yourself, you're going to get defensive. You're going to take things personal. Whatever people say, let's just play a scenario. Somebody can come at you and they'll be like, you pushed me. And I swear to God, people are on the verge to fight people. Like, I don't know what this behavior is. PONJA, what is this behavior? What is that TikTok? PONJA, what is this behavior? But anyways, it's a TikTok. Go watch it. It's so funny. Wait, let me see if I can find it. PONJA, I love this so much because it's so funny. PONJA, what is this behavior? I hope I don't forget. Whatever I was trying to say next. Okay, here. I fucked my nail up and I'm literally so fucking insecure about it when I shouldn't be, because I don't even want to show you because it looks
Pooja, what is this behavior? I'm sorry, I kicked it by mistake. You can't kick it by mistake. You pick it up if it falls. No, it is. Who will pick it up? You don't tell me what to do. I can't tell you what to do. You do not tell me what to do. Husband, you do not tell me what to do. Or what? Are you going to hit me? Do you want it? I don't want you asking for it.
you're asking for it. Okay, anyways, let's just go back to this. I do get sidetracked a lot. But I do want to say, like, I swear people are on the verge of like fighting people. They're on this like it's like people who have been bullied in their youth and they've never like repaired their inner childhood, and they've been bullied at a playground, or their parents have bullied them, treated them badly, and when they became an adult, they want to be, I can speak up for myself. And it's like they were trying to defend that little child within them. But if you repair that relationship with yourself, it's easier to behave in a mature it's easier to behave in a mature way later on. I know, because I've been through that. Like, I could never respond. Baby, you could not see me getting engaged with somebody who's behaving like a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you. I don't even speak English. Like, I literally use that as an excuse to not even engage in any kind of altercation. I don't speak English. Sorry. I have to do better. But I don't speak English. Sorry. Or I'm just like, sorry. And it literally eats people up. It's like they want that negativity. Like I told you earlier, they feed off of negativity. They live off of negativity. So when you behave in a way that they didn't expect you to behave, they're like, whoa. Then they start fighting with themselves. They literally start to fight with themselves. And it's literally, I swear, I don't even like, I shouldn't be enjoying that, but I do sometimes, because it's literally the funniest thing. Because like when they start fighting with themselves at that point, because it's like they want that negativity from you, they want that argument, like they want to go back and forth. They're already hot. They're not even in this planet. They have extended themselves into Mars. They are in a different planet at that point, because when you leave your body and you're somewhere else, you don't know what you're gonna do at that point. And also, like, as much as I do enjoy them getting caught with themselves and, you know, fighting with themselves, I also don't want them to behave. I don't want to enable them to act out of character. So that's why I also try to be nice to people. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, baby. But I don't do it in a sarcastic way. I will say that. I will never do it in a sarcastic way, because I don't want them to think it's coming off. Because, you know what, I'm trying to say this in a better way. Like, when you say certain thing to people, you should also know what kind of response they're gonna get. So if you respond in a way like, I'm sorry, and you're like sarcastic, you should know what's gonna come next. They're probably gonna punch you in the face. And I don't want people to behave like that. I also don't want to get punched in the face because I don't like getting into a fight, because I am an Aries, baby. If I do get into a fight, I might kill you. So let's not get into a fight. Okay, I love you so much though. That's why I always behave I don't need to be this macho fighter. It doesn't benefit anybody. Like, what are you gonna leave that? How do you even, like, what kind of friends do you even have? Like, do you go and tell them, like, I got into a fight and they're like, oh, did you win? Do adults talk like this? It's so embarrassing. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't ever respond in a way that people want you when they're hot-headed like that. You should also know the response or the action that's gonna come from your response. So respond in a way as if like you don't even recognize they're upset. So if somebody is mad and they're coming at you in this angry manner, be like, okay, I understand. I see what you're saying. Give them love. Honest to God, give them love, baby. Give them peace and love. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. Like, give people peace and love. Move with love. Lead with love. Lead with peace. Lead with peace, baby. Okay, I love you so much. I'm not leaving, but I just want to say that. Like, I love you so much, and lead people with love. I feel like there was something that I wanted to say, but I probably forgot about it. But also, that's just it. And I just want to say, be a good person. That's just my belief system, like I mentioned. Be a good person for yourself. You know, there's two scenarios, okay? Let's play those both scenarios where somebody said something to you, you responded in this negative way, they fed off of it, they got into a fight, you left that fight. Like, what does that benefit you? Like, honest to God, like, you know deep down that does nothing to you. That does nothing to you but disturb you. Because you're, as an adult, like, should you even be getting into physical fights? Isn't that embarrassing? Especially if you have children. Is that the kind of behavior you want to show them? Is that the kind of behavior even you want to put out in this world? Like, you have one life and you're choosing to fight with somebody because they pushed you? Like, it sounds so silly later on when you think about it. That's why, even though you tell your friends you got into a fight, and they tell you, oh, you won, they're going to be embarrassed by you. I promise you. Because there were so many situations where I remember I've gotten into those kind of altercations and I used to be so proud of it, and I say it out loud and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually so embarrassing. Like, so embarrassing, so humiliating. Like, and especially once you say it out loud, it will eat you up. And I never want to have that kind of memory ever in my head ever again. Well, not like a fight, but like those kind of interactions in the past where I was a little childish, and I don't like to go back there. I don't want to go back there because I want to create positive memories for myself. This day is going to become a memory for you. I know I'm ranting, baby. I'm preaching. Why am I spitting? But this day is going to become a memory in the future. It's going to become a memory tomorrow. It's going to become a memory next week, next month. Make yourself do something today that you'll be proud of, looking back from the future, looking back from tomorrow, looking back from a week later, looking back from a year later. Do something that will make you look back and be proud of yourself. You're gonna be like, I was such an adult. Yes, you were, baby. And there's nothing more rewarding than that feeling. I swear to you, there's nothing more rewarding. And I just want to say, like, some people feed off negative energy because they have been so addicted to that and they're scared of becoming an adult and behaving like an adult. They've been so used to behaving like a child, and when they behave like an adult, it's just like such a strange feeling for them because they want to continuously behave like a baby. Like an adult baby. I might as well buy you diapers, baby, because you're behaving like a baby. I might buy you strollers. I feel like, yeah, I wish sometimes, like, people would just, like adults would behave like children. Like, I wish they would just buy diaper and stroller and just, like, roll around it so that we can differentiate who's like an actual adult and who's like an adult baby. You know what I'm saying? It's all peace and love, baby. But anyways, I feel like I've ranted so much. I think that's another one that I have that just jumps up and down. I think sometimes they think it's like I don't want to say it. I'm starting this week fresh. I'm starting this week fresh and nice. My fan though, it's like it's been on the verge of like literally tearing apart. Like it's one of these days I'll probably be sitting down there and it's just gonna fall off of my head. Shout out to me and my family. I think that's it. Like I really wanted to do my I wanted to continue the show recommendation. I don't even know if people like that anymore, but I have like another 25 show recommendation left. I don't know if I should just go ahead and do it now, or if it's gonna take me like 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and do it. Maybe I'll just do it another time because yeah. But I don't want to mention this is sorry. I do want to mention I just finished watching House of Cards, and you know, I do want to like vent on that too. Like I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's such a good show. It's such a good show. I didn't like the ending. I feel like it was not a show that should have ended. I feel like they should have just kept going, like Law and Order, like just been kept going. I'm sweating like a cow. I feel like they should have kept going, but I just want to say there is this character, if you know him, his name is Doug, and his name is Doug. He's like the president's, well, I don't want to tell you too much if you haven't watched it, but if you know Doug, you know Doug. Okay, but I just want to tell you about like his character mainly because it really stood out to me at some point, because you know he was at this lady's house. I know this is gonna sound so random because it's just out of context, but well, I'm giving the context. Just go watch it. If you have watched it, you probably understand. But he was at this lady's house, okay, and she offers him a drink, and he was like, I'm sober. So this guy, let me give you a little background on him. He helps the president. He's like insanely obsessed with the president, okay? And it's just so, he's like his fucking slave. And it's just such a weird relationship that they have. And he's always like cleaning up Doug, this guy named Doug. He's always cleaning up his mess. And he has been sober for like 20 years or some shit like that. And it's just so interesting. Like, and when that lady, he was at this lady's house, I don't know her name, but her name was Leanne. He was at her house and she offered him a drink. He said no. And it made me think, like, that guy, okay, the way he's like, I don't drink, I'm sober. And he has killed people in the show. And he's like a sicko, okay? And it made me think, like, how dare you talk about how you're sober and you're killing people? And I thought about it, like, he could have drank literally he could have not done anything and drank every day for the rest of his life, every day, and it will never be equivalent to what the fuck he was doing. The fact that he has discipline on his drinking issue but doesn't have discipline on his mental, like he was killing people. Like, it was so weird to me. Like, it will never be equivalent to what the fuck he was up to. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he took drinking out of his equation, I was just like, dude, you were better off drinking than doing this shit, I swear to God. And he was going to meetings and shit. Like, he should have just drank the rest of his life and never been associated with the president, never been associated with the White House, the Capitol, whatever the fuck he was working at. He should have never been associated to that. And his obsession with I could never even, well, if you haven't watched it, close your ears. Even after the president died, this guy was literally obsessed with him. Obsessed. And it's such a weird character to see because it's wild. It's wild, baby. But anyways, that's that. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. That's probably the only good show that I've ever seen on Netflix, because Netflix sucks booty. It sucks it out of its ass. Prime is probably the best place to watch shows. They have better ones. They have better rating. I honestly, I feel like I could never even trust people who watch Netflix, because I'm just like, I don't know what you even find on there to watch, because everything is such a cringe. Such a cringe. But yeah, shout out to you and your family. I hope you have a wonderful week. I just wanted to hop on here and say that I'm starting to post every Tuesday. My TikTok is unlocked. You can go check it out. I have a new Instagram. I hope you understood that. If you didn't, I'm sorry. But shout out to you and your family. I love you. I love you from the bottom of the bottomest of my heart. Spread love today. Spread love. Send peace to people around you. Send peace around people that hate you. Send peace to people that want to destroy you. Send peace to people that love you already. Okay? Peace and love, baby. I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, bye.
These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish.